Sam Horn, and this is What Is Your Pregame. We go inside the mindset, ritual, and preparation of elite athletes, CEOs, entertainers, and cultural icons. Not the human highlight reel, the grind behind it, the mental toughness, the discipline, the edge built when no one's watching. Because talent gets attention, but preparation wins championships. This isn't motivation, it's a blueprint. So before you step into your next moment, ask yourself one question. What is your pregame? We drop by the Kennedy compound to visit Kerry Kennedy as she reveals the next chapter in her life as it pertains to faith. Then we stop into Mason's Steakhouse and chat with pastry chef Robert Gonzalez to fill our craving for dessert. So sit back and enjoy the show. All right, welcome back to What Is Your Pregame. Today I'm hanging out with none other than Kerry Kennedy. How you doing?
So happy to be with you.
That makes my day. So I saw you out running around. I thought I would come over here and see. Tell me, what does Kerry Kennedy's daily preparation look like?
Well, normally I'm working. Now today I get to hang with you. But first thing I do is I make a list of everything I have to do that day. Then I figure out how much time each of those tasks will take. And then I decide at what hour of the day I'm going to do each of those tasks. That way, I'm not, I don't have anxiety that I'm not reading my emails when I'm doing something else.
Right.
Because I know I've got time blocked to do that later. And so it all sort of works pretty well.
Well, of course, you're a very busy lady, and like we were saying, talking about preparation. But back in the days, of course, we know who your family is and all of that. Tell us a little bit about what it was like growing up in the Kennedy household, and what were the do's and don'ts. Like I asked you earlier, were you a cheerleader? Did you play tennis? Did you get out? What was it like?
So there's two answers to that question. One is the more important answer, which is our family.
Right.
So I had 10 brothers and sisters, 7 brothers, 3 sisters.
Yeah.
And it was, let's see, I would say if I had to describe it, first I would use the word love, and second I would use the word loud.
Loud. I've been there, so I can hear you.
Yeah. So there were all those kids, and my mother never once told somebody they couldn't invite a friend over. So everybody always had friends. And then we had at least 6 dogs, up to 16 at any given time. And then we had chickens and turkeys and, roosters and a lot of horses. We had 8 horses. So the horses were neighing and the dogs were barking and the sheep were buying, and there was a lot, and the TVs were on, and the music was blasting 100% of the time. Music in our house, and then we lived at the top of the hill, and at the bottom of the hill was a swimming pool with a jukebox, which was also on, playing different music, so they were competing.
It's all competing, so who could be the loudest.
It was a tremendous amount of fun.
So, which human rights issue today, in today's world, is most urgent to you?
I think the most urgent issue is hate. I think there's a comfort level with cruelty in our country and in our world that debases everyone. You see it in what ICE is doing on the streets. You see it in taking away Medicaid for elderly people who are sick. You see it in taking away food stamps and having children starving in the richest and most powerful country on earth. And we see it all over the world with the 30,000 people who were murdered in Iran in January. I mean, we just see it sort of everywhere. And I think what we need to do is try and treat one another with love and dignity, and see that we're all good people who are struggling, and try and find the love inside us, to find the love inside others, even people who we disagree with. I mean, I totally disagree with Donald Trump every day, but I also pray for him because I want our country to succeed.
And that's true, because, a person can do bad all by themselves, but when a group of us, such as you and your family and the people that you deal with, everyone needs a little help. So for me, what inspires you most? The journey to achieve your goal, or the desire for others to help you get the ultimate win?
Well, I have to say, let me just say that you asked me about growing up. I had my two parents. My father used to always say, you go out on the field and you try your hardest, right, and you give it your all. And after that, don't worry.
Oh, you just let it go from there?
You let it go. And my mother used to say, you go out on the field and you win.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah.
I don't care about anything else. You win.
So saying that, so let me seriously, is it more about winning in life today, you think, or is it more about helping others? Because it seems like all we see now is forget the other person, I want to win. Is that bad or is that good?
Okay, let me be super clear. I run an international human rights organization.
Right.
We sue governments around the world that are abusing people's rights. We have 40 cases at any given time internationally.
Right.
And we've never lost a case.
Ooh, I like that. Never.
Yeah, right? And so my message to our staff is, you win. Go out there and win. We need to win these cases. But I also understand that the only way we win is together.
Okay.
And by everybody working together, and by working not just in our own staff, but working with the people on the ground, on the front lines in the countries in which we work, and taking everything we can to help them be stronger when we leave, and have more resources and more capacity when we leave, and learn from the people we're working with, our partners.
Well, you're watching What Is Your Pregame? We hope you're learning something right now. We're hanging out with Kerry, Kennedy. We'll be right back after these messages.
From the city streets to the back roads, the F-150 never rests, with reliable strength and capability that makes it stand out. This is your office, your inner sanctum, your home on the road. It's not just one thing that makes your truck great. With powerful engines and smart technology, there's an F-150 to fit all aspects of your life.
Have we met yet?
Thank you for 28 years from Fuji.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
And many more to come. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sam Horn, and this is What Is Your Pregame? We go inside the mindset, ritual, and preparation of elite athletes, CEOs, entertainers, and cultural icons. Not the human highlight reel, the grind behind it, the mental toughness, the discipline, the edge built when no one's watching. Because talent gets attention, but preparation wins championships. This isn't motivation, it's a blueprint. So before you step into your next moment, ask yourself one question. What is your pregame?
And I am hanging out with my buddy Sam Horn, one of my best friends for so long. And my question is, what is your pregame?
Yeah, what is it? Speaking of contributions to our world and to things that we're doing in a positive way, What's next for Kerry? Are you doing one of those things where you're into politics, possibly, I don't want to say president or any of that, but, ladies are really coming up nowadays, so sky's the limit. What's the limit for Kerry?
Actually, I'm in a moment of real transition.
Okay.
I've been working at Kennedy Human Rights for 41 years.
41.
And I'm going to step down as the head in December.
Okay.
I'll continue on the board and I'll do some work over, transition over a few years. But I'm really excited. I'm going to take a course that goes from January till September on Catholic mysticism.
Okay.
So
tell me more about that. I've never heard that. So
yeah.
Sorry about that. I don't know.
There's no reason you would have, but it's studying people who have had a visceral experience of connection with the Almighty.
Okay.
So there are people like Teresa of Avila and Joan of Norwich, and there are many, many others. And what were the steps they took to come to that place in their heart, in their prayer? And so I'm going to be studying that for 9 months, and that's like about 5 hours a week, so I'll have time to do other things. And then I'm going to go to divinity school for a year and get a master's of divinity. And then I don't know what I'll do. I feel like God put me on this earth to do human rights work. So I'll figure it out. Something will come of it. But I feel this real need to, I'm drawn to this spiritual path. And I want to develop that and understand it better and then move forward.
Well, I guess and hope that you're understanding Kerry better, because that's why she's here on our show today. One of my dearest friends, a lady that's always happy. You're watching What Is Your Pregame? We'll be right back with Victoria Conte and the main ingredient.
Kid, I've been eating steaks my whole life. Nothing impresses me anymore. Steakhouse in Quincy, guy? We'll see about that. What the beef is that? Oh my God. Hey, don't tell anyone about this place. I don't want to wait in line. Seriously, don't tell anyone. Please. Take care, brush your hair. Tell your mother I said hi. Masons, best kept secret. Not for long.
From the city streets to the back roads, the F-150 never rests, with reliable strength and capability that makes it stand out. This is your office, your inner sanctum, your home on the road. It's not just one thing that makes your truck great. With powerful engines and smart technology, there's an F-150 to fit all aspects of your life.
Have we met yet?
Welcome back to What Is Your Pregame? I'm Victoria Conte, here with Kerry Kennedy for the main ingredient. Kerry, growing up as a Kennedy. High profile, high achievers, tragedy. Tell me, what was that one thing that helped you maintain your balance and your perspective in life?
I think my faith. That was something that was passed down from generation to generation. My grandma, Rose Kennedy, was so faithful, and my mother went to church every day. And I was blessed to, my grandma used to say, not everyone gets the gift of faith, but I have it. And that's what's got me through everything, joy and tragedy.
And that's going to be your future, so that's a great perspective. And now, the parents you had, RFK, Ethel Kennedy, are there things that you hold close to your heart from each of those people?
Well, yes, and I'd like to show you this, which is actually what they gave to people at their wedding. And as you can see, their names are etched in this. Ethel is being married to Mr. Robert Francis Kennedy, St. Mary's Church, Greenwich, Connecticut. So that means a lot to me. And I guess for my dad, when I have a wonderful letter that he wrote to me after the integration of the University of Mississippi. And when James Meredith was finally allowed to go to school there, and he said, this is an extraordinary moment for our country. A young man was allowed into the university. It happened just a few moments ago, and I hope these events are long past by the time you get your pretty little head to college. Love and kisses, Daddy.
Oh, that's wonderful.
It was such an important moment for our family, but for a father who's the Attorney General, who is being surrounded by press, surrounded by all these pressures, to say, I'm going to take time now and write to each of my children. I mean, I was the 7th of 11. He wrote that letter to each of us. The slate changes, but he wrote to each of us at that extraordinary moment, and that means so much to me.
Well, Kerry, thank you for sharing that. The faith combined with the fact that your parents, RFK and Ethel, did such special things. You're watching What Is Your Pregame?
What is your pregame?
Thanks, Kerry, for the main course. Now it's time to check in at Mason's Steakhouse for dessert. What a treat. All right, welcome back to What Is Your Pregame? This is one of my favorite parts of the segment. Get to hang out with the chef. How you doing, Rob?
Doing great, Sam. How are you?
All right, tell me, where you from?
Originally from Miami.
Yeah.
305 boy.
305. I like
Miami
that.
Hurricanes growing up.
Okay, there you go. The U, right?
The U.
Okay. So you're here at Mason's. I don't know where else you've been. Why don't you tell us about your journey up to this point?
Yeah, I moved up here almost 11 years ago. I was at Beach Shooter Meaty for a couple years, worked at Cultivar as well. Before the pandemic, made my way out west towards Concord, tried a little something different. I like different experiences, and I worked at a bakery and ran their culinary program for a bit at the Concord Market before coming back to Quincy and Jimmy and the team.
So, of course, you went to school and did all of those type of things. How much of the actual schooling or education leads into what you do now, or was it about the experiences along the way that taught you more than school?
By far, the experiences taught me more than anything else. And you really have to push yourself also to you got to push yourself to find that frontier. You know what I mean? Like, you've learned stuff at work, but you're like, I want to keep going. So you got to go out there and find those experiences, find those new opportunities.
Is that hard? Is that hard to do?
Oh, tremendously hard. You have to be driven. You have to know where to look. You have to put yourself.
That's the key right there. That's the key.
If you're scared of something, I'm always telling myself, if you're scared of doing something, then you're in the right direction. It's the only way to grow.
Okay.
Feel uncomfortable.
Well, you're talking about growing. I have to say, are you ever satisfied to the point where, like you were just saying, you got to know where to look, you got to grow or whatever, but are you satisfied in what you're doing now and where you are?
Yeah, I have to take time to sit back because we're so focused, we're so driven all the time that we live in a bubble that you got to breathe a little bit, look back at how far you've come. But I know I'm nowhere near where I want to go. I have so many goals. I have so much more I want to build with this little pastry empire that we got going on. And I have so many more dreams, and the only way to achieve it is to never stop.
Okay.
Just keep pushing yourself, and I keep moving the goalposts. It's crazy. It's
borderline.
Borderline psychotic. You're like, okay, let's just get a shop open. No, now I have 2. Oh, now we're working on a 3rd one. Like there's the goalpost is always going.
I like that. I asked Jimmy though about failures. When you fail at something, say like if you have a big party and the dessert just came out crap.
Yep.
Where do you go from there?
Yep. When stuff like that happens, I
want the mental as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I think what's helped me in my career has been when I fail or someone in my team fails, I always look to myself first. I'm never like, you screwed up, you need to do better. It's what could I have done better to set you up for success. That's always how it is. And that's exactly how I view everything.
All right. Well, we're here at Mason's. Great food, steaks, great desserts.
You know it.
Are you a dessert person or are you the main course guy?
Main course through and through. It's really funny. The number one question that I get from everybody. I'm so sick of desserts. Let me tell you, love making it. Don't. If you're gonna give me a gift, get me a steak or a taco or a burger. I'll destroy that any day of the week. I was like, I don't want keep your cake. Get me a burger. Okay.
Well, you're saying you'll destroy some good food.
Yeah.
Jimmy was telling me about it's important to have the right ingredients from the beginning.
Yes.
If I was having a steak, he said something about a ribeye or something. Tell me about that.
Grass-fed ribeye. That's my absolute favorite. I could have that every night of the week here.
So what make ribeyes one of you guys' favorite steaks here? I know they said marbleize this and that. And what's the difference between like T-bones or filet mignon, which I thought that was the best? Tell me the difference between the cuts.
It's all about, one, it's where it is on the body of the cow.
Right.
So depending on the muscle and how old the cow is, like you're talking about, it builds like more fiber. It depends. So if they move less, you're gonna have more tender cut.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Things like that. But it also depends on what they're fed, what they're drinking, and the land of where they come from. So it's really how they're taken care of that really affects it. So it's you got to source things properly.
All right. Well, we're winding down, and our show's about what is your pregame. Tell me about your pregame. I know I don't want to hear you get here at 2:00, this and that. How about the pregame prep or the mental part once you get here until it's time to open those doors?
Oh, absolutely.
What's your mind like? What's that pregame look like?
I go to the gym 4 to 5 days a week in the morning. That's just like my me time because I need my me time.
Right.
And I need to take care of myself, get my endorphins going, get the blood flowing. And then when I come into work, I have a routine. I always check in at the bakery first, talk to my sous chef over there, plan out the week, any orders, XYZ, and then I hop midday to Mason's and I talk to my team on this side, and we go from there.
Do you guys have a meeting every day?
Every day we talk.
Okay.
Communication is key.
And
absolutely.
I asked Jimmy this, and I think I'll let you go. I know Jimmy has a lot of influence on what goes on that actual menu. How much of a percentage would you say you have of what makes it to that menu?
Yeah. When it comes to the dessert menu, he gives me full creativity. He's a big dessert guy. See, I'm the big sweet. He selfishly wanted a bakery because he is a sweets guy. Okay, let me tell you. He will tell you if something I make is not right. He'll be. I always tell him, be honest with me. I need to know. It's the only way I grow.
Okay.
And he tries everything almost every day. Like he is fit, but he eats sweets. Let me tell you.
Okay.
So when it comes to that, and and I love it. They send me ideas. Him and Ming are, I love this, love that. They try something. They want even though I'm more of a pastry guy, they know my palate is refined, and if something's off, I'll be upfront with them about it. Whether it's texture, acidity, heat, you name it.
Hey, Rob just told you a lot of things, but I want to ask him one more question. If somebody was here to follow in your footsteps, what does that look like, Rob? Is it more about like you said, the experience or the education that someone was trying to get where you are today?
Yeah, you have to love what you're doing. It's this career and this industry is hard. If you love what you do, you never work a day in your life, and that's what I live my life by. You got to give up your weekends, your nights, but if you have a passion for it, go for it. You never know what doors are going to open.
I know when the doors open here at Mason's, you're going to always see Rob, and you're always going to have the best. You're watching What Is Your Pregame? Let's pay some bills, and we'll be right back after this.
Kid, I've been eating steaks my whole life. Nothing impresses me anymore. Steakhouse in Quincy, guy? We'll see about that. What the beef is that? Oh my God. Hey, don't tell anyone about this place. I don't want to wait in line. Seriously, don't tell anyone. Please. Take care, brush your hair. Tell your mother I said hi. Mason's, best kept secret. Not for long.
I like it. That's a wrap.